Hey guys, welcome back to another crypto video, and today I want to take a look at Cardano ADA. I know it's been put in a negative light the last couple of weeks here, but I'm still holding strong. I still think it's going to be great, and today I want to give you guys a few reasons why I still think so. Also, I want to give you guys a few cool opinions of the people online as to what they think about Cardano, and I just want to give you guys some more news. So if you enjoy Cardano or if you learned something new from this video, make sure that you hit the like button at the end of the video if you of course liked or learned something new, and make sure you subscribe for further news videos. Now, first thing we're going to take a look at here is a thread by Jun Sik Choi. He says, I am thinking about the Shelly phase of Cardano. Under the Ouroboros protocol, buying ADA is not just buying a crypto, it's more like preoccupying block generating power in Cardano blockchain ecosystem. And I read this and I just instantly thought, man, this is controversial. If you don't know why Cardano is controversial right now, a lot of people are really being angry with them for being slow or delaying Shelly, and Cardano is not really giving them much feedback. They're just like, yeah, we're slow. Right, get out, right? We're doing it the best way we can. Either hop on or get the frick off. And I think a lot of people are getting butthurt about that attitude, but I definitely understand them. Now, before we really get into this video, make sure you understand that this is by no means financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is purely for entertainment purposes only, and I'm just showing you guys my opinion and some of the other people online's opinions, but I'm in no way affiliated with Cardano or ADA, just to put it out there. Now, Cardano had a lot of controversy around the 8-cent mark, and right now we're already a whole cent lower at 7 cents, just hovering around there. But on the contrary, Bitcoin is still rising. So when Cardano was at that 8-cent mark, Bitcoin was at 53. Now Cardano is 1 cent lower at 7, and Bitcoin is at 54.5. XRP is still at the same. All of these are at the same, but Cardano has been falling. Now, another reason I can see this is because they were really close to 2 billion. Both of these, and right now they've fallen significantly below it. So we know that they've been also doing bad against BTC if BTC increased in value and the rest decreased. Now, good part about this is that there's more opportunity for me to buy. Bad is that it just allows for more controversy because people are saying that Shelly being delayed here has a very big impact on the price. Now, a reason as to why people are so eagerly waiting for Shelly is of course the staking, and for Cardano being a possible failure due to being the slower one, due to having their philosophical approach. They're really slow, and some people say they will lose the race because of that. I think those two things are mainly what is inconvenient about the situation. But let's really read this thread because it has some cool information that I want to share with you guys and know your opinions about. So buying and staking ADA is equivalent to buying hashing power in the other proof of work systems like Bitcoin. Having 0.45 M ADA is the same as having 0.01% of all the possible hashing power of Cardano blockchain. For now, 0.001% of the hashing power of BTC is approximately 450 terahashes per second. For mining BTC with 450 THS, you need about 32 N-minus S9s, which is a lot. That is a lot of money, which are about 100,000 plus electricity to run and cool them. That's a lot of money, guys. I mean, yeah, all right, to have 0.001%. Also, the total hash rate of BTC keeps increasing, so you need more of ASIC maintaining, or I guess if you want to keep that 0.01%, you need more and more over time. That's really what they're saying here. And any malfunction will cost you more, of course. However, you can buy 0.001% of the permanent influence over Cardano blockchain at $30,000. So relatively here, that's a lot cheaper. By staking ADA that never requires you to buy anything or to pay electricity, right? You just have to stake ADA. Also, you never lose your portion of influence over the network, which is again a good part about that. Now, there's a few bad sides, but we don't really need to cover them right now. With the properties of Ouroboros protocol, even ordinary people can easily participate in the network. That's what they're trying to do here. Make it simple, accessible to everybody. Very good way to do that. Very difficult though. And there will no longer be huge corporate mining factories, no geographical bias due to the electricity cost. And this is why with Bitcoin, it's really, really difficult to step in because there's a huge bump in the road. I don't know the best English translation, but it's just very, very difficult to get into because of the startup costs. A better decentralized network will follow naturally. And 7, better decentralization means higher network value. Value of ADA will rise as the whole network value rises and dApps settle on the Cardano blockchain. Cardano will be a major proof-of-stake based blockchain platform for everybody. And even though Junsik here hasn't written in the perfect way that I would like, his idea is quite strong. And actually, I'm going to give him a follow for this one because what he's really saying here is, why waste your time by going for something like BTC when you can have influence on Cardano forever? Really, that's really the essence of what he's saying here. And I think he deserves a little bit more credit for what he is trying to state here, because it is a really powerful idea. And I do completely agree with that. But again, another reason to hold Cardano for a longer time is because of the staking that's going to be coming. And I'm pretty much all the way out for it, right? I'm really, really quite excited for it, and I think it's going to be great. But the problem is I still need a few more pieces of information before I can really give you guys the details on the staking. But since we're being delayed a little bit, it's getting harder and harder every day to convince people to to stay in there. But I would say it's okay, since I know that in the end it will come back. So yeah, I guess that makes it a little bit easier to me, honestly. But yeah, what they're talking about here is you need 0.45 million ADA. So that's 450,000 ADA, which is equivalent right now to 47. That's 31,000, like 31,500. So they're saying 30K here. It's 31,500. But yeah, moving on. New products, Cardano progress, and industry issues were all discussed at the recent IOHK summit in Miami. You can read their blog post on the talks and announcements from the event here, and I open it up quickly, and I recommend you guys all to quickly check through this and read it if you have the time. Just give us a little quick update, give us a summary. I can't, right? There's not really anything that special that's in here that I've not covered before. We literally covered all the events that happened, though I just recommend you guys to just quickly read through it to, just help yourself out a little bit. I think that is quite a good thing to do for yourself, just to get your faith up again a little bit. I think it's a very smart thing to do, right? Also, a lot of people are still having like back and forwards about my titles for Cardano. I know what I titled them, right? If I'm saying something in the title, you better know it's true. Right, so one of the times I said the soul of Shelly is out in my title, a lot of people got angry. They said, "Oh, Shelly is not out." No, but the soul of Shelly was, and we can read all about it everywhere. But the reason I actually put that in my title is because Cardano founder himself, Charles Hoskinson, tweeted it out. He said on Twitter, "The soul of Shelly is out," and that's the only reason I did that. Cardano price analysis: Cardano's fill is likely to over soon. Wait, am I reading this wrong? Cardano's fall, is likely to over soon. Okay, it's just a strange title, actually. AIM set a 3rd generation coin status. Now, the reason I actually popped open this article here is because it's a very big thought of people that they're saying that this fall that Cardano is in is never going to be going over. A good example of that, again, is also the article that we were reading a few weeks ago, or a few days ago as well. Of the article says that in 2020, ADA will fall to 1 cent. And I find it on the one hand interesting that people are thinking these negative thoughts, but on the contrary, we're getting so many of these price prediction articles, maybe not specifically this one, which is like relatively positive, but some are just crazy positive. You're underestimating ADA. Many things, and many people are still that attached and that much having faith in the coin that I think we really need to be a little bit more not careful, but read out to multiple sources when just making an analysis or when making a verdict. Here you have some dumbass predictions in this article. Like, let's see here. I remember. Cardano will become one of the 3rd generation cryptos, and this will push the value to $33 by the end of 2020. This, of course, is cool to see, but I don't think this can put any value on. You cannot really put any value on this price prediction, as it is just insanely useless. They don't give you any good reason as to why it will be $33. It's just taken out of thin air. I don't really enjoy that too much, but I guess it's still a little bit of a better idea than to be so fuddy about it. I would say at least give them a shot, right? Instead of just expecting them to go down, down, down. Literally, the only two reasons for me for the coin to be able to go down is either Charles leaving and people getting totally, completely mind blown because they don't know what to do. That's one. And second is that the philosophical, or how did they name it here? The smart and scientific philosophy approach that they're going ahead for right now is just too slow. And there's going to be one major breakout for some other crypto. And yeah, Cardano's just missing it out. Could be as well. Also, let me just quickly open this thing up for the side. I need to update you guys on Tron as well later on today. There are so many things that happen here that I just did not get the chance to update you guys with. But please put in the comment section below what coins you would like to see next, and I would take it into consideration. Cardano price will hit 85 cents in short term. What about Cardano price by the end of 2020? This is exactly an article of what I think personally is hurting the value of Cardano. As we just saw in this article, and they relate to each other. They're talking about each other. But why I think this actually hurts them a little bit is because people attach value, which I just said you should not do, but some people actually do. And what in turn happens then is that, yeah, some people have too much of a high prediction, right? So they think too positively. They're like, oh, but Cardano was supposed to be at 17 cents already. What is going on? Is this coin shitty? Is this... Oh, wait. And then they notice, oh, Shelly got delayed, so it's not at 17 cents yet, and it's because of that delay, so they must be shit. I know. It's a little bit far-fetched to think this way, but it does happen. The reason I'm saying it that boldly is because I've seen it. I've seen a vast amount of people just go to my comment section, right, of the YouTubes, or even in Discord or on Twitter, and send me a DM, as an example, or any other platform, and they go ahead and tell me that the price of Cardano is still down because of delays, or because of Charles Hoskinson not being enthusiastic enough. All these little tiny details that they think they found that are just like these huge things that other people don't know about, or which are really, really that detrimental for the Cardano price. But I think personally that it is all just supposed to be this way. Cardano is not a coin that is meant to rise in value quickly. It's a coin you gotta believe in, really. It's more of an investment than a trade, unless you, of course, want to do some quick trading, you can. But for this coin, I think of it more as a longer term investment. Think about it for, a couple of years here after they fix everything. All these phases run by, and they're finally at a point where we can consider it finished as a start. Because, of course, all of these crypto projects are kind of infinite. But finished as a start, at least. I think from that moment on, we can really see Cardano running up to the top of these crypto, because we still saw Charles Hoskinson, who is also a co-founder of Ethereum, of Ethereum Classic here, and then Cardano, so he's no small guy, he's no joke, say that Cardano will be the first $1 trillion crypto. He must have something up his sleeve, right, to say that Cardano is going to be the first $1 trillion cryptocurrency. He must know something that we don't, and it's definitely possible. Even though they're saying that they're transparent as can be, they must have some market strategy. Hey, I rhymed right there. Because how else can it be the first $1 trillion cryptocurrency? I mean, there's got to be a few things that we don't know about, man. It just has to be. Or he's just, again, following his own predictions of crypto, again, getting those 2017 values only after like 10 more years. If that were to be the case, then Cardano, of course, is way beyond this finished as a start phase, and thus could, again, in terms of technology, be way beyond a lot of the crypto that we are seeing at the top here right now. Again, the whole top could be looking different, but then Cardano could be at this, let's say, top 5, and then in turn also excel when another bull run comes, and then hitting the first trillion instead of Bitcoin. Maybe we're going to see, but that's really far away still, though. Now, another article that I found here that was quite interesting was Cardano, ADA, Shelly delay frustrations, and the future of Cardano, because it really hits the nail on the spot, or on the top, or on the coffin, whatever you want to say. It is literally expressing the frustrations of most Cardano holders on the negative side of the spectrum. Most negative thoughts are really about them delaying things, but here they're also giving you guys some food for thought about why you should not worry that much, and why it is just something, how would you say that yeah, you should believe in, because you probably don't know what it all does, right? They're not actually too positive about everything. They're kind of being risk aversive. So they're like just saying things may be moving slow, but once Shelly goes out, there won't be any turning back, which is positive. But then on the contrary, they're saying like a little bit in this part here, they're saying that it is still a risk, right? There's just a few different sides that they're taking here, but the general idea is here that you probably don't even know what Cardano is about, right? You're probably not a developer. You're probably not really sure what the frig they're actually doing on a daily basis or what they're working on. You just heard that Shelly is being slow. You might have heard about the proof of stake or the staking possibilities, but you really don't really understand. This is again an assumption, because a lot of you guys will know of why it is that it's being delayed, or what it caused to being delayed, or that like they're doing this for a money grab. I've also seen that a lot. People are saying that they're trying to grab as much money as they can by delaying it. Of course, we understand that it will cost them way more money by delaying it than it will bring them. That's of course really quite intuitive already for anybody with a little bit of a head. But man, the only reason I still think that you can see this as a bad thing is that delays are making it so a project can be outpaced. Here they're just saying that there may be other projects that can out-compete it, right? That's what they're kind of saying here. I don't really think so, guys. I don't think there's any other project that's just taking the same approach that's going to beat them, just to be totally, completely honest with you guys. Whatever I'm trying to say on the rest, I just don't think so. I think this is still going to be one of the best coins in the longer term. Now, Cardano price prediction, ADA looks to surpass 10 cents in May. There's no backing for this once more. You just can't believe it if you want to. You can think positively, and it can definitely cross 10 cents, but it is looking bearish, and there's no real turning point to be seen here. It's just a little bit of a leap of faith. As Cardano bulls continue, Cardano ADA spikes 4%, Cardano price analysis, and this is generally also the website, I think, the UFI that normally has these 1 cent price predictions. Don't know completely sure though, but in the general, they have like either $30 as a price prediction or 1 cent as a price prediction. Here they're saying at the end of 2020, Cardano might be as high as $5, but no real good backing for it once more, and I just disregard all of this type of stuff. Cardano ADA price prediction decline finally over. Well, not really, right? Not really. We're hoping for this decline to be over, but definitely not there yet. Only a plus 1% here, and I think yesterday got like plus 4. But still on BTC here, we're just too far down to really be calling it an end. And look at this, guys. It is not looking that bloomy, however you want to look at it. It's not looking that bloomy, all right? Completely honest with you guys, not looking that bloomy. Even here, ADA USD on the 4-hour chart here, all the way back from April 4th, it's not looking too bloomy. We might be testing it again, testing it a few times here, trying, because here it does look quite bloomy, does look positive here because of this candle here. And the thing is, I don't want to put too much faith in it for you guys, all right? As I said before, this is not financial advice, and I would personally more look into investing into this crypto than trading it on the shorter term, if you're looking at buying the crypto, because when I'm trading any cryptocurrency, I really follow strategy 100%, right? I look at news, yes, for the shorter fluctuations, I guess the bigger fluctuations on the shorter term, but mostly I just follow strategy. And whenever you're reading all these articles, 9 out of 10 gives you zero information about what the coin is really going to do. You really got to follow your strategy to be able to win, or to be able to at least fulfill. And the problem with following strategy alone is that you're not going to have these coins for a longer period of time most of the time, because it's cryptocurrency, unless you're going to be a risk taker. But here, if I'm going to buy this coin, I have a bigger likelihood of failing, right? Because we're most likely going to follow the trend. So I'm going to buy into the counter, which is a higher likelihood of failing. And I'm probably not going to be holding that for a longer time. If I'm trading, I'm probably going to do it with some leverage, of course. You don't have to, but I'm probably going to. And I have a bigger likelihood of failing if I'm going to buy this crypto, right? So I'm probably going to be looking into another good sale, because I personally do enjoy that a little bit more, and my strategy more so looks at selling any crypto. Now, another thing you should understand there that is that this cryptocurrency ADA is here more for the holding or the longer term, and I just recommend to invest more so than to trade this one on a day-to-day basis. Even though it would be very positive for the amount of volume that it has, I just think it's not the best crypto for trading. It's also not the best crypto for moving money around, nothing like that. If you really want to trade XRP, things like that work really well. Trade Bitcoin Cash if you're a crazy guy like that. This coin has messed me up a few times really, really bad. I cannot trade this anymore. I've been burned too hard. I can't be bothered. I'm just putting like a big finger up towards it. This is really if you want to take some risks. Litecoin is also very fun. XRP can be fun. Bitcoin is really, really nice, really predictable as well to a certain extent to trade. But Cardano, not really into trading that much. Monero, I personally don't really trade that much either. Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV also not my thing. The rest of these coins, take them and do whatever you want to do it. And again, if you're underestimating Cardano right now, you might be hurt in the end. That's all you need to know, guys. I've stretched this episode out for way too long. I'm really sorry about that, but hopefully you learned something new, and make sure you put in the comment section what I can improve on. Next Cardano video will most likely be better. It's already midnight, and I've not recorded in quite a few days here. Sorry, guys. I will get better. But thank you guys all for watching. Make sure you check out all the links in the description below. Opening them up right now real quick. Free Bitcoin in, make sure you check that out. It's a place to grab free Bitcoin, so I always like to show that one. Instagram, it's the DustyBC on here. Make sure you follow me. On Ledger, make sure you buy yourself a hardware wallet. It's really cheap and quite safe. And make sure you follow me on Twitter, the DustyBC. See you guys and have a nice one.